I introduced this legislation like something like 6 years ago. And I think it was in response to Aurora, where the individual had acquired so much ammunition online. And my staff and I talked about it and thought that, you got to take this thing by pieces, because they don't want us to deal with eliminating guns and ammunition from people who shouldn't have them holistically. So this piece that we thought would be important is that if you're going to purchase your ammunition online, the system needs to know who you are and how much ammunition you are actually purchasing. And you need to be face to face with a licensed dealer to actually pick it up, to transact the deal. And so that was the simplistic purpose of that piece of legislation. And it also required that if you purchase 1,000 rounds or more, that the licensed dealer had to report that to the law enforcement.
And just to be clear for the listener, we're talking about your Stop Online Ammunition Sales Act, which you've introduced numerous years in a row, including as recently as last year, correct?
Yeah, I reintroduce it every year.
Wow. And were you aware of the Chris Rock monologue, or is that just or that was just you? What did you think when you saw that and you'd been working on this?
When I did see it, I didn't see it before I had introduced the legislation at first, but I thought, this is comedy, but this is so true, right? Let guns be $5 a piece and let ammunition be $5,000 a piece, and that's one way of curbing all of these senseless killings also.
And isn't it the case that this is a way to get around? I want to be careful here, but to get around the Second Amendment, right? Because there is no Second Amendment right to a bullet. Is that right?
Well, yeah, that's true. But then there's no Second Amendment right to an assault weapon either. There is a right to a musket. But, as the law has been, as the amendment has been interpreted and applied, we're where we are. So, yeah, we have to do whatever we can to recognize that people think it's so sacred to have this right to bear arms, even though it's not the arms that were even thought about at that time, but to try to put some accountability in the process so we know who has access and who has a desire to purchase a lot of access, so you can find out why.